Hello. Once again, it's Dr. Evans.
And Robert Slackman.
Something looks different about you, Robert. Oh, your chin. So you got your chin implants removed?
After the mishandle last time, they became too much of a risk. Plus, my good wife said they kick like a ball bag on my coupon.
Well, enough small talk. Our subject today is on how to establish an argument. Uh, as many of our writing assignments require you to take a side, we need to learn how to write a persuasive piece.
Good. I ken how far to win the Rammy Awards. I skip them with my
Whoa, whoa,
Cormac.
whoa. Ideally, Robert, we want to convince someone without resorting to violence.
Well, how far should I do that then?
Well, you need a good thesis for one. A good thesis should meet two criteria. They should be debatable and they shouldn't be overly broad.
So saying that Scotsman to faces to warriors is an ill thesis?
I'm not so sure.
You what, Remy?
No, no, no. Calm down, calm down. We'll run with that premise. If an argument point is universally agreed on, it's literally not up for debate. Words spoken in defense of an undebatable thesis are just words wasted. If there is no need for a defense, then the words are spoken in vain.
So, how far can a pure white thesis harm me?
Well, too broad of a thesis can lose much of the nuance of a point. Absolutes can lead to many counter arguments that play on the many exceptions that may exist. A narrow thesis can allow and help guide the topic that you're trying to talk on and can help reduce any counter arguments to be made.
How about the thesis that all divorce is
Yeah,
ill?
well, that one would definitely be too broad. It leaves out cases of spousal violence, among others. A better thesis for that would might be is divorce is often bad for the children due to loss of a parental figure. Well, there is still room for argument. The counter arguments have been limited as well.
And what else should we can?
Well, we should know about the four types of claims and how they can help focus your thesis.
So, what are they?
Well, there's the claim of fact or definition, a claim of cause and effect, claim of about value, and claim about a solution or policy.
More information, please.
Well, the claim of fact or definition argues against an established fact or definition because while something is a fact today, more information could change that. This is a common occurrence in science and medicine. The Greek medicinal humoral theory was a fact until the 1850s when the germs theory supplanted it. Thank God we don't have to worry about my bile acting up. But the cause and effect claim will then attempt to establish a causal connection between two occurrences. The value claim tries to establish how much we should try or how much we should or should not care about something.
I made you loose. The last yen tells how far to care what ails ye.
Yeah. The last one claims a solution to a problem. So now that we know how to write a thesis, we should know how to back it up. That's kind of important.
With facts and research, but with type.
Well, there are two types of sources, primary sources and secondary sources. A primary source comes from things you know, things you've done, whether talking to someone who has done it or the research you've done yourself. Now, a secondary source will be our main type of source of information. It is one step removed from our experience. As we are getting most of our information secondhand, we must determine if our source is credible or not.
We cannot be doubting our sources.
Well, we can and we must. In our information-rich society, knowledge comes at us like a fire hose. With so much conflicting information out there, we should be wary of where the information comes from and what the outside motivation is. The first thing we should note is who is the author? What have they written? What uh, where did they get their information? And a good source will typically cite their sources and then can lead to other good sources.
So I'm guessing my Uncle Glomgold would be an ill source. He's a bald-hair or a liar and a scoundrel.
Yeah, that sounds like an untrustworthy storyteller to me. That seems like a very poor source indeed. You also need to consider the age of the information that your source reports. Has any newer information come out? In the fast moving world of science, an older source can often have incomplete or even outdated information.
A source from 2003 might be a wee bit out of date.
Correct. Hey, I see what you're trying to do there. Old data, though, as long as it's not directly contradicted by more recent sources, can still give a good general picture. Next, we should consider the author's goal or purpose. We should consider if a piece is neutral or presenting a specific point of view. Who might be funding the source? While the source may still be credible, a biased source can limit the coverage of a topic.
I'm guessing at a study SIG safety for the Backy Council is not good.
Well, that seems like a reasonable assumption. Finally, you should consider what type of sources are appropriate for your audience. A professional paper might need a peer-reviewed source, but an informal pieces might be better supported from popular media sources. One last thing to watch out for is an overuse of internet sources. Sources without authors can be incredibly sus unless they come from a respected university or governmental institution. Wikipedia is a double-edged sword as it can be edited by just about anyone. However, the information often contains references. Remember, trust yet verify. By doing so, now you have a second source.
Did you just say sus?
Yeah, I'm trying to connect with these Zoomers here.
Well, I don't think 'tis working.
Enough out of you. If we want more information, once again, check the link in the description below. Say bye, Robert.
Hi, Robert.